Psychotic gangster. He's determined to work his way up through the ranks of organised crime, and most of those ranks are contained by men who are far older than him. So in a sense it's a story of youth rebellion, which is why we set it in 1964. And in order to work his way up through the ranks, Pinky commits a murder right at the beginning of the movie that is witnessed indirectly by a young waitress. Pinky then sets about seducing that waitress, principally to find out what she knows, and then in order to ensure her loyalty so she won't talk to the police. You have to remember in 1964 in Britain, Pinky would have been under the threat of the death penalty had Rose spoken to the cops. So it's a thriller with a dark love story at its heart. We did initially think about setting it contemporary, but the story doesn't work. And principally it doesn't work because the character of Rose is someone who requires a level of innocence that I think isn't common in contemporary society. You know, if Rose lived in a world with internet and television, she'd probably be slightly less innocent than she is in our story. So 64 gave us the death penalty, it gave us youth rebellion, and it gave us an era of extraordinary activity in British organised crime, which is of course what the story is about.
First and foremost, Rose, as a character, my response to her was just really instant, and I just wanted to be her, take care of her. Felt a lot of things toward her. Absolutely, and I don't think you would ever do a movie if you weren't, or a play, or you have to feel that way, or if not, come to love them. Want to come to love them.
Well, I had seen the original film, and in Britain, it's not a film that's well known anywhere else in the world, but in Britain, it's one of the iconic films of a certain era of British cinema. So I was aware of the film, and it was a wonderful film. And it's always dangerous to remake a wonderful film. But I do think that Rowan's idea of bringing it into the 60s was a very clever idea. I love the character that he asked me to play. It's not a leading role, it's a supporting role, but it's a great role. So, there were a lot of good reasons for me to become involved.